things started. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes. And stop him at the 16. The option look. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. The short hands, it's Bennett. Gashing the knee on the right. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. And he loses the football on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. First and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Pickup of 11. And that's good enough for first down. That's the end of the first quarter. South Carolina 16, LSU 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Tigers will line it up on first and 10. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
How will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He wants to throw it again. He's got an open man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Dura. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
LSU.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Durham. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Safe completion on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. South Carolina 15, LSU 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Durham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it. to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need to stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. He's got him. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Buys a little time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Spaces. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Catch in the middle. It's sharp. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's open on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man in the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Gamecocks hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Back to pass on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Bringing the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the